Right, so we will start. So no doubts, right? In yesterday's session.
Yes, yes.
Okay, right. So let me share my screen. Yeah. So yesterday, right? So we learned like how we can connect to the database. Okay. After connecting, right? So yeah, after connecting, right? So in the data source page, what are the different options we are having? How we are using new custom SQL option and how we can drag the table we learn. Okay, this is a basic. In coming sessions, right? So we are going to learn how we can join the different tables. Okay, but as of now, we are working with the only single table. So in the coming sessions we are going to learn how we can join the different tables and how we can bring the data. Okay, fine. See guys, so this is a custom SQL which we wrote yesterday. So now I am going to remove this one, it's not required, and I am going to drag the customers table directly. Okay, now here, see, once I will drag the table into canvas area, you can observe the connection types. You can observe the connection, it is showing live and extract. We are having, actually what it means how you want to connect with the database. It is going to tell you how you want to connect with the database. So means like how you want to connect to database means like what it is telling means how often you want to fetch the data into reporting environment. For example, now live means in general. Live means, for example, you guys will watch videos or a lot of things. Live streaming means whatever the event is happening, that is you are watching in your TV or YouTube channel, wherever it is. That is a live. Means whatever is happening in this point, the same you can able to view. That is live. Means here also simply we can say live in the sense. See, for example, here live in the sense, for example, here this is the database. Here is the database, and this is our desktop application, Tableau application. Now, what is going to happen is from your Tableau application to your database, always there will be a connectivity. Always there will be a connectivity. Means whenever the data will update in the database, automatically that is going to reflect in your Tableau. For example, if you are having 150 records now in your database table, then if you are using live connection means automatically those 150 records is going to be available in your Tableau. After some time or after one day, another 50 records is updated. Means now in database you are having total 200. Whenever the data will update in your database, automatically those records is going to be displayed in your Tableau. That is the live connection. If for example, if you have lost the connection, for example, whatever the connection you are using, if you lost the connection, then there won't be any connectivity and the report will not show even single record. Even single record it is not going to display, because always if you want to display the data, always you have to connect with your database. If the connection lost means due to some network issues or internet connectivity or lot of things is there. So if the connection will last, then you are not going to see any data here in the case of live connection. So I will show you one example regarding this live connection. So if you go to a database, Here is the database. So in the database, actually under Krishna, I am under public schema. This is the data warehouse, sorry, database. In this database I am having public schema. In this public schema I have a student table. I have a student table. This is not required, I am going to remove. Yeah, see here in this student table I have a few records. Okay, I have a few records. Now let me query this one. So here I am using select star from this table, student table. Now you can see here I am having only three records: student ID, student name, and student city. Okay. Now I am going to connect to this table, student table. Now let's see here. I am going to remove this one. Okay. I am not going to use. Let's go here. Let's close the connection here. It's not required. Yes. Yeah, now which database I am going to connect? Schema is like compute warehouse only, and after that I am going to connect to the Krishna database. In the Krishna database you will see all the tables, schemas and tables. Now schema is public schema. Now you can see student table is available. Now I am going to connect to this table. Now you can see guys, whatever the records I am having in my table, the same records it is displaying here, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a one visualization. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create I'm going to take student ID and student name. Fine. Okay, and I'm going to take like student count, for example. Yeah, student count also I am taking, like what is the count. Here you can see this is the count, means total count is 3 employees. Now what I am going to do is just I am going to add the totals here. Now you can see 3 members is their total. Now what I am going to do is, now we are learning live connection guys, live connection, how the live connection is going to work. Okay, I have created a one report. Here you can see, whenever you will see here single cylinder, whenever you will see single cylinder mark here, that represents live connection. Whenever you will see single cylinder, then it says it's a live connection. And also here you can see blue tick mark, right? Small blue tick mark. What it is going to represent is this sheet, whatever the report we have created now, this report is connected to this data source, student public data source. See, for example, I am going to create a new sheet. For example, I am clicking here in the bottom side after data source. You can see sheet 2. If you want to create a new sheet, I am going to click on this. Okay. Now here you can see, you cannot see any blue tick mark on top of it because here we haven't dragged any field into your workspace. Now whenever, for example, whenever I am dragging any field into either rows or columns, I will explain this case. Okay, first we are learning now live connection. I am going to drag student ID. Now you can see the blue tick mark came, means it means the sheet whatever we are using, sheet 3, is connected to this data source. Okay, if you are removing means you are not going to see the blue tick mark. That is the difference. Okay, fine. Now what I have done is just I have created a one visualization. Now what I am going to do is I am going to publish this report to server. Okay, just I am going to publish this report to server. So I am clicking server, just clicking on sign in. I have selected the Tableau Online. I have created a 14 days trial version of server. I am going to click on connect. Once you will click on connect, you have to enter your details. So this is the email ID I have used for that free account, and I am going to enter the password. Now I logged into server. Now you can see here signed into prod. This is the like ap northeast a online.tableau.com. So this is the url, server url. Now what I am going to do is I am going to publish this report to server. Okay, see, when we learned about the Tableau products, what is the purpose of Tableau server? Tableau server, whatever the reports we are building, we are going to publish those reports to Tableau server. Once you will publish into, when you will publish the reports to Tableau server, the business users are going to log in and they are going to access the reports. Okay, now for example here, just I am publishing the report. I will explain you guys all these things. Don't worry. Okay. I'm going to select December Tableau 2021. This is the project folder I have created, and I am going to give name as a live connection practice. Okay. After that, here you can see sheet 2 means this is the sheet 2. I am going to publish that one. And you can see here data source. This is the data source. Student public is the data source. Here one embedded in workbook. I will explain all these things. Don't worry. So here authentication type prompt user and embedded in workbook. Here embedded in workbook means it is the data source also is going to be published along with the workbook. Okay, and authentication is prompt user. See, prompt user means like it is going to ask whenever you will open the report, it is going to ask you the password, database credentials. Okay, if you are going to keep embedded password means automatically password also it is going to keep in the data source. No need to enter each and every time. Okay, first I will show you the prompt user option. Okay, now I'm going to publish. Now I'm not doing anything, just here I have selected prompt user and workbook name I have given as a live connection practice. Now I am going to publish the report. Now you can see now report is published to server. Okay, so this is the report live connection practice. So now what I'm going to do is if I will open the report, now you can see this is in server side guys. See, now it is asking password, database password, because I have given prompt user. I have selected prompt user. That is where whenever you are trying to open, you have to enter the database password. So in real time, we are not going to use prompt user. We are going to use embedded password. In very rare scenario, if especially client is asking for prompt user, because if it is a secure data, no whoever is having access only for them we have to whenever we want to allow only them, then we are going to use this prompt user option. Whenever you are giving prompt user means the users, the business users who all are going to access these reports, they should have this password, this database password, otherwise they cannot able to access the report. Okay, so in real time, in maximum 99% cases we are going to use embedded password option. We are not going to use prompt user. We have to know the difference between embedded password and prompt user. So that's why I'm explaining. Prompt user means whenever the business user will open the report, it is going to ask the user to enter the database password. If the user will enters the database password, now once you will click on sign in, now you can say the report is going to bring the data and it is going to display. Now you can see the data is displayed. In the case of prompt user, user should enter the database credentials to see the report. Now if for example I am going back, okay, here for example let's go to dashboard again. Let's go to data source. Let me try whether I can embed it here. Yeah, edit connection. Here what I'm going to do is I am going to embed the password in connection. Means here prompt user means whenever user will open the report, it is going to ask for password. Now I am going to embed the password. Here I am going to give the password here. Now I am taking a text connection. the connection successfully connected to server means now this connection, right, is successfully connected to your database. It means now I am clicking on save button. Don't worry guys, I will explain all this concept. Okay, now here when the business user will open the report, now you can say it is not going to ask any password. Directly the report will open for the business user. Okay, now what I am going to do is, now we are learning live connection. Live connection means what I said, always the Tableau report is going to interact with your database, right? So now what I am going to do is, in the database we have seen like we are having only 3 records. Now I am going to insert another 2 records. Okay, I am going to, and also I am going to insert one more record. Now you can see here one row is inserted. Now if I will run this report, now you can see here now 4 records is available in my database table. Now what about this report? Is this report is going to update or not? If you are using live connection, whatever the data is available in your backend database table, the same data should be available here. Now I am going to open this one. Now let's open the report. Now still it is showing 3 records because I need to refresh this one. Let's refresh. Or still if it is not updated, means what we have to do is, here you are having refresh option. So if you will click on refresh option, now you are going to get the another record. Now you can see 104 Suresh, because right, live connection means normally users the data, right, normally users will to get the latest data, right? If user is already opened the report, user has to click this refresh button, then only it is going to again the latest data it will bring, or else it is going to be ideal guys. So that is the case. Or else normally users, right, so they used to enter their password and username and password while entering. Whenever the user will open first time, automatically he is going to get 4 records. Okay, if already user is ideal for a long time, then he has to click the refresh button to get the latest records. Now if you want to delete anything, for example I am going to delete one record. Is this correct guys, syntax? Let's see whether it will work or not. Yeah, one row is deleted. Now you can see here when I will run this query, now it is going to display only 3 records, 1 2 3 101 102 104. Now you can see here, now it is going to display only 3 records, means whatever the changes we are doing in the database, that the data is going to be available here. Means live connection means it is going to be available. Are you guys clear on the live connection? Live connection
Yes,
means always your report is going to interact with your database, and also whenever the database will update with the latest data, that data is going to be available in Tableau. Is it clear about the live connection?
yes. I have one question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, if we are, sending that report to, that database. If we are logging, if we are if the business user not having any server, Tableau server or anything, he will be open in any Tableau reader. At that time, we are using live connection. It will be automatically, updated or not?
No, he has to enter database credentials. Reader means, see, whatever the database reader means, always we are going to send like extract file.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So, and one more thing you have to remember, like for everyone, in real time scenarios, okay, the users are not going to use reader application, so that is just an option. Okay, in real time everyone is going to log in into server to see the reports. Okay, if they
Okay.
don't have access to server, they are going to request an access, and based on the management approval we are going to add them into the server. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So this is how the like live connection is going to work. Okay, for example, if you want to see the latest records in desktop, okay, what you have to do is you have to right click on this data source and you have to click on the refresh. Now you can see it is going to update 104 the id. See now 104. This is how it is going to be updated in the case of live connection. For example, if any database another column is added, or like if any column changes is happened, so what is going to happen in the report? Okay, for example, you have created these three records, and for example, if you are changing the data type of the report, what is going to happen? For example, here student id is integer, right? So now, for example, so I am changing this one. Let's see what it is going to happen. Unsupport data type str, yeah, it is id, right? So it is not supporting. Okay, so I will show you later sessions, but it is not like that concept, right? So we are going to learn when we are going to validate the extract schedules. Okay, I will show you that time. Okay, I will create another table and I will do it. Okay, fine. So now here the live connection we have seen. If you go to data source, here we have selected the live connection. Live connection means always it is going to interact with your database, and also the data source, the small icon which you can see before the data source, right? That is always will be single cylinder. Okay, whenever you are going to use live connection. Now, what is a mean by extract? See guys, live connection, right? So when we are going to use live connection, and oh, okay, first let's discuss on the extract part. So what is a mean by extract? So now extract means what it is going to do is we are going to copy the data, whatever the data is available, we are going to copy into our local machine, means Tableau data engine. Now for example, here you can see in database we are having three columns, right? So whenever you will create an extract, what is going to happen is, okay, so first of all, whenever you will create an extract, what is going to happen means, as I said, right? So we are connecting to database. From database we are taking the copy of data, means whatever the data is present available in the database, we are taking a copy and we are storing in one of extract file, one of the file format, that is dot hyper format. Okay, this is extract file. We are copying the data and keeping in extract file. Now the Tableau report, right? The Tableau desktop, whatever the application or server, whatever we are using, right? This is not directly connected with the database. Let's observe, this Tableau application is not directly connected with the database. It is connected with the extract file here. In the case of live connection, always this Tableau is connected with database. In the case of extract, Tableau is not directly interacting with database. The Tableau is going to interact with the extract file which we have created. Which we have created. Now the Tableau, right? So whatever the data is present in the extract file, only that data it is going to display in the report. For example, here let's assume, here for example, the database initially before creating while create when at the time of creating extract, the database is having 100 records. Okay, the database is having 100 records. Now the extract file will have 100 records, and Tableau reports also will display 100 records. Okay, in this case, while whenever I created the extract, that time database is having 100 records, the same records is going to be copied into extract file, and as Tableau is connected to extract file, the Tableau report also going to display only 100 records. Now after 1 hour or 2 hours or like next day, the database it's added another 50 records. Then now the database total we are having 150 records. Total records is 150. So here I am going to mention 150, here I am going to mention 50 records. Now the total record count is 150 in database. Now still in my extract file, I am having 100 records. And in your Tableau report also, you are going to display only 100 records. What we have to do here means to get updated the latest data, this extract, right, this extract file, whatever the extract file we have created, we have to schedule this one. We have to schedule to bring the data. Initially, once you will create the report, there will be a connectivity, but it is not going to look for the latest data in the database unless we forcefully say to extract file bring the latest data. Once we will schedule this extract file, then that it is going to interact with the database, and it is going to bring the latest data into your extract file. Once your extract file will be having latest data, automatically the report will display the latest data. So now here, if your database will update also, your report is not going to display unless this extract file will get the latest data. So here in the case of whenever we are using extract connection, we have to schedule the data source. We have to schedule the refresh. Here, for example, here I am going to schedule a refresh. Okay. Scheduling extract refreshes. So once, see for example, you can select the time whatever whenever you want, like you can write. So what you can do is you can mention the specific time. So based on some specific time only you want to extract. So that time we are going to take based on the database table updation. See for example, how we are going to get the data into your database tables? Through ETL jobs. ETL developers, they are going to connect to different sources and they are going to load into the database tables. Already we learned this concept. Now see the jobs like in the backend also, the ETL developers, they will create some jobs to load the data into database. The jobs might be like every 1 hour or every day or weekly ones or quarterly ones, depend on the data how they are getting. Now here for example, this database table, like whatever the table we have taken, right? So the table name is student. For example, this student table in the database, it is going to update every day, every day at, for example, let's take 11 a.m. Okay, 11 a.m. Now, for example, if you will schedule this extract refresh every day, okay, same, every day at 10 a.m., are you going to get the latest data? You are not going to get the latest data because the table is going to be updated every day at 11 a.m. But our Tableau extract we have scheduled on every day 10 a.m. means at the given time what this extract is going to do is it is going to interact with the database and it is going to bring the data into extract file. Okay, so always we have to check the database table schedule time, when at what time we are getting the data daily into our database table. So for example, every day 11 a.m. the data is going to be available in our database table. Then what we are going to do is we are going to schedule this one at after 11, either 11:15 or something, 11:10 or 11:15, because we are going to take here the buffer time as 10 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. because there might be a chances this ETL job may get failed due to something, due to some network issues or like different issues. Okay, so we are going to take 10 or 15 minutes buffer time, depends on the, like normally we are going to take average load time in the real time. Okay, so for example, now I have scheduled at every day 11:15. So we know like every day 11 a.m. that new data is going to be available in database. So now at 11:15, what the Tableau extract is going to do is it is going to connect with the database and it is going to fetch the latest data. So now if we are following this process, then what is going to do is, see here 11 a.m. the 150 records added, now the total records is 150, and after 15 minutes the Tableau extract is going to connect with the database and it is going to bring 50 records, 150 records again. Now it is going to have 150 records. Now your Tableau reports also will display 150 records. Here, whenever you are using live connection, you no need to create any schedules. If you are using live connection, you no need to create any schedules. Whenever you are using extracts, then only you have to create a schedule. Okay, is it clear guys? Any confusion on this?
It's
Fine.
clear.
So now I am going to create an extract. See, for creating extract, right, so we can go with the different options. Now here you can see I have selected the extract option. So once you will create the extract option, so now you can see extract will include all data. It is saying extract will include all the data. All the data means here you can see we are having 3 records, means the extract is going to include only these 3 records now, for now. Okay, see I have selected extract, then after that I am going to click on sheet 2. Once I will click on sheet 2, now you can see one pop-up window is opened. Now what is this means, like as I said, whenever you have selected extract, means you are going to get the data into your local machine. Now here you can see student public, the data source name, and you can see here Tableau data extract, means we are extracting the data from database to your local machine. See, the file format is extract file format is dot hyper. We are going to learn like in the next session like file types. Okay, the file format of extract is dot hyper format. Okay, file extension. Now here you can see here data, Tableau data sources. Normally this is the path I have scheduled, I have set up now, or else what it is going to do is in your documents, as I said, right, so yesterday we are going to get my Tableau repository. Under my Tableau repository you can see data sources, you can save it here. Okay, now I am going to save it here itself with the same file. So if you want you can change the name also. Okay, I'm not going to change now, so I am going to click on save button. Once I will click on save button, now you can see here it is going to, yeah, we are in sheet level, right, so where we have created the visualization. Now you can see here the logo, right, so whatever the icon you can see before the data source name, you can see it is a double cylinder. Okay, now I am going to click on new sheet. Now you can see this is the double cylinder and there is a one small arrow mark. Whenever you can see this double cylinder with small arrow mark, it means it is a extract. It is a extract data source. It is a extract data source. See, live connection means you can see only single cylinder. Extract means you can see double cylinder and on top of it there is a small arrow mark. Okay,
Like a
yeah,
copy.
copy, exactly. Now what is going to happen? Now for example, anyhow already we are having a report which connected to this extract file. Now same thing, I am going to publish this data source to server again. Okay, just I am clicking on server, publish workbook. Here I am going to keep, here instead of live I am going to mention extract. extract connection practice. Now here sheets everything and embedded in workbook. Here allow refresh access. Okay, that is fine. And here fine, everything is clear. I am not going to change anything here now. Just I am clicking on publish. Now you guys can observe data source. When you are publishing the live connection, you are having like prompt user and embedded password, right? Whenever like the prompt user and embedded password only will appear whenever you are publishing the report with a live connection. Whenever you are publishing the report with the extract file, then you are going to get allow refresh access or refresh not enabled. See, if you are selecting refresh not enabled means whatever the data is available in that extract, only that extract will be available. Allow refresh access means we are allowing the data source to connect to database to get the latest data. So we have to keep allow refresh access. Okay, fine. Now I am going to publish this report to server. Just I am clicking on publish. Now I have published the report to server. Now you can see extract connection practice. This is the workbook name, and you can see here is the data source name. And here what I am going to do is now I am going to open the report. Now you can see we are having 104 say 3 records 101, 102, 104. Now what I am going to do is I am going to insert one more record. Okay, so I am going to change 103 with the same name. Just I am inserting 103. Okay, now I am clicking on run. So now one record is inserted. Now if you can see here we are having 4 records. Okay, 101, 102, 103, 104. Now let's see what is going to happen. In the case of live connection, when you will refresh, this is the live report. So whenever you will refresh, now you can see it is going to update 103 record as well. Now you can see 103 is updated. Now with the case of extract, I am going to refresh it. Now see here it is not updating the 103 record because between this Tableau report and your database we are having the extract file. We have to refresh that extract file. Whenever you will refresh that extract file, what is going to happen is it is going to interact with your database and it is going to fetch the data. Okay, so now what I am going to do is just I am going back to this folder, project folder. You can see extract connection practice. I am selecting this one and let's go to data source. Now here you can see I am in the data source. This data source, now you can see it is a extract. So we have to refresh this one. So now what I am going to do is I am clicking on 3 dots. Okay. Or else what we can do, say this is not, sorry guys, this is not published data source. So that's where I'm not getting refresh extract here. Okay, fine. Now extract connection practice is there, right? I am going to click on these 3 dots, more actions option. Just here you can see refresh extracts. See, once you will click on refresh extracts, now here you can see full refresh and repeats daily. So I am going to keep daily or hourly, daily, every day, and here you are going to mention the time. So as I said, if for example your data is going to update at 11:15, so I am going to select the 11:15. Okay, on. So here daily, every day. So yeah, fine. So weekly, no, daily only we have to select, and you have to select here all the days, all days of the week at 5:50 am. So here instead of 5:50 we are going to select 11:15 am. So it is going to be 24 hours format, guys. Okay, so 11:15. So now you can say UTC 5:30. This is the time zone. Okay, now I am going to click on create. This option, this schedule, whatever you are seeing, this is the in Tableau online, guys. This is not in Tableau server. It is in Tableau online. Tableau server also it is going to be same. Okay, don't worry, but look and feel will be different. The same options, but look and feel will be little different. it is, we are working on browser, right? So Tableau Online is a browser based. Okay, means browser based in the sense it is, the server is hosted by the Tableau company. Okay, now I'm going to click on create. Now you can see refresh scheduled. Okay, now refresh is scheduled. Now from tomorrow onwards, right? So what is going to happen is this Tableau report is going to connect with the database and it will fetch the latest data. Now you can see here this data source. Okay, now let me go here, connected metrics. Okay, sorry, 1 second. So let's go here and refresh extracts. Okay, this is already created. Fine. So here if you go to schedules, you guys can see like this is like subscriptions, all the schedules. Okay, so I have created daily, right? So it is going to display one. Refresh monthly, refresh daily, 11:15, right? So it is daily. These are our flows. Are you guys able to see the extract which we have created now? 11:15. It is going to be like IST, guys. Okay, fine. Let's task type. So frequency daily. All are Asia. Mhm. Okay, fine. So let me go here. Tasks is not there. Groups. Okay, fine. So let me show you that one. So let's go to explore. So here, let's go to all the data sources. No, not this one. So workbooks, and here this is the extract file. So location is fine. So let's go to refresh extraction now. Yeah. Now here the schedule actually once we will run, right? So we can able to see that schedule time. But here you can say now I want to get the latest data. Now I want to get the latest data. What I am going to do is I am going to click on full refresh. Now you can say run the extract refresh for the workbook extranet connection practice right now. The extract refresh will be run as soon as the server resources are available. Now I am going to click on full refresh. Now you can see include one task. So now I am going to click on site status. I am going to check the background tasks for extracts. So now you guys can observe here, it is in pending state. So actually the server, right? So the backgrounders are busy, I think. So it is in pending state. So if we can wait for some time, so it is going to start run and it will bring the latest data. Now you can see it is success. Now how much time it took? It took like just 12 seconds. Okay, to refresh because we are having only less data, right? So it is successful. Now extract is successful. Now once it is successful, then the report will be having the data or not latest data. It is going to have the latest data. Now I am going back to this folder and I am going to open the extract connection practice. Now you can see here, guys, now you can see the last refresh is December 24 21 5:50 p.m. Now the time is 5:51. Okay, so it is refreshed just now. Okay, so now if you open the report, now you can see you are having 4 records. So this is how it is going to work. Now you can go here. Now let's open the extract. Here you can see extract refresh. Here we are having extract refresh schedules. So if you go here, now you can see whatever we have created. full refresh all day of week at 11:15 a.m. UTC 5:30. UTC 5:30 Asia Kolkata. So December 24th last updated. Next update is on December 25th 11:15 a.m. So it is going to trigger automatically on tomorrow 11:15 a.m. Whatever the data is available, that time it is going to bring into that extract. Okay, so this is a full refresh. Now if you want to run it now, you can click and you can run it now. So now for example, I am going to update one more record here. So I am going to update like 105, and I am going to give different name, and yeah, now I am going to insert this row, another row. Now in our database we are going to get 5 records. Now unless you will refresh this one, or it is it will, if as per the schedule it is going to run tomorrow only, tomorrow 11:15 only it is going to run. So in case if the customer want to see the data, then what we are going to do is we are going to manually trigger the refresh. Okay, now if you'll see this report, if you'll go and if you'll see the report also, it is going to display only 4 records. If you'll refresh from here also, it is not going, you are not going to get 5 records, because when you will click on the refresh, what is going to happen is it is going to connect with the extract file. Whatever the data is available in the extract file, that data only it is going to refresh. First, to get the latest data, whatever is available in the database, your extract should be get refreshed. Okay, so that's when we are going to use the schedules. So now here I am going to manually refresh the extract. Now I am going to click on, I am clicking on run now. Now it is one extract refresh has been queued to run. Now if you go to site status, already we are here, right? Yeah, now I am going to refresh it here. Now the count is going to display 2. Now you can see this is the earlier when we refresh. Now this is in queue. Now it is running success. Now it is running. Now you can see one is success and one is pending state. Now you can see here it is running. I am refreshing it once, so it is go. It is now, it is say it is in progress. Green means in progress, blue means successful, gray color means it's pending. Okay, now it is in progress. Once you will click refresh, it might be completed. Still in progress case. See guys, whenever you will click on like full refresh, so what is going to happen is it is going to remove all the data from the extract. Earlier we were having 4 records in that extract file, right? So when you will click full refresh, what is going to happen is it is going to remove all the 4 records from the extract file, and it is going from starting onwards, it will bring all the data again. 5 records it is going to copy from your database to extract file. In the case of full refresh, what is going to happen is all the records is going to be first deleted from your extract file, and it will fetch all the records from 1 to n records in the case of full refresh. Okay, fine. Now the extract is successful. Now if you'll see the report, if you'll open the report, now you are going to get 5 records. Now you can see 5th record is also updated. Guys, are you guys able to understand the difference between live and extract now? Is there any clumsy? Clear,
No.
right? Fine.
Yes.
Is everyone clear, guys?
Yes, we are
Fine.
clear.
Guys, now we are discussing live and extract. Now we know the difference. What is happening between live and extract? Now refresh also, like we are scheduling the extracts, right? In the extract, yeah, if you guys observe here, okay, now if I will, for example, this extract connection, if I will click and refresh extracts, okay, so here you can see full refresh and incremental refresh. Two options were there. Refresh types we are having two types. One is a full refresh and another one is a incremental refresh. So what is the difference between full refresh and incremental refresh? See, in which way you want to refresh the data. Actually, the difference between full refresh and incremental refresh is, for example, here full refresh means, as I said just now, we have seen full refresh means what is going to happen is, for example, we will take like our example only. So when I created the extract, I am having 100 records. First time when I created the extract, it is having 100 records. Now the second time, like 50 records get added into your existing data, means now the total record count in your database is 150. Now as per the schedule, it is going to run at 11:15 a.m. That time what is going to happen is, first it is going to, while fetching, before fetching the data from your database to your extract file, what is going to do is, it is going to remove all the 100 records from the extract file. It is going to remove all the data, all the 100 records from your extract file, and it is going to load from, it is going to load from first record to
Da-
100 records, 150 records, sorry, 1 to 150 it is going to load. Each and every time if you are going with full refresh, it is going to remove all the existing records from your extract file and it is going to load the data from 1 to n. Till that time, whatever the records is available, all the records it is going to copy. Okay, this is the when you are going with full refresh. And what is the mean by incremental refresh? Full refresh means it is going to remove all the data and it is going to load from 1 to n records. Now incremental refresh. Incremental refresh means, generally you, if you see the name increment, increment means, for example, salary increment means whatever the salary I am currently I am having, on top of it whatever I am getting, that is an increment, right? The same way, whatever the records currently that extract is having 100 records here, in the same, with the same example, here I am having the extract file is having 100 records. Now in your database you are having 50 records. Now whenever you have created that extract file for incremental refresh, what is going to happen is, whatever the existing records is available in the extract file, it is going to keep as it is, and it is going to fetch only the newly added 50 records from the database. Only it is going to add, now it is going to be like 100 records, previous 100 records plus 50 records whatever newly available in the database. Means, guys, are you able to follow me here?
yes,
Whatever the existing records, it is
yes,
going to keep as it is, and whatever the latest records is available in the database table, only those record is going to add into the existing extract file. Now in which scenario we will go for full refresh and in which scenario we will go for the incremental refresh? In real time, actually, when you will go for full refresh, when you will go for incremental refresh. So generally guys, full refresh means, for example, I have a data, okay, I have a table. For example, let's take, okay, I have an orders table. In orders table, what I am having is, okay, for example, this is the table, okay, this is the table I am having. So here order number I am having, and here items, and here status and date. For example, I am having this table. So now here order number is 100 and items is like, for example, we can say like okay, soaps. Okay, now status is like ordered. Okay, and the date is like order means status is like new order. Okay, something, and date like for example I am giving today date only 24/12/2021. Here same way we will be having like lot of orders, right? So like with the different order numbers like 110, like for example groceries, and for example this is also new order initially, right? So the order status will be always new order whenever you are. So now guys, so for example if you are ordered anything in the Flipkart, okay, you are going to get message status as order placed successfully, correct? So after that you are going to get status like daily status kind of thing. Your merchant, right? So your merchant has shipped the product to like Flipkart hub. From there when you are going to expect, so the status is going to change always, correct? For example here itself like today I ordered, okay, for tomorrow let's take 25th, so it's delivered, the status has been changed in the same record. So if in the in one table, if any table the data is going to be changed frequently, if the data is changing frequently means updating frequently, in that case we are going for full refresh. If the data is changing frequently in your database table, then you have to go with the full refresh. Okay, now what is the when we will go for incremental refresh actually? See, if the data is not changing frequently, if the data is not changing frequently, then we can go for incremental refresh. See what is going to happen if, for example, let's assume the data is changing frequently in the table. The status, whatever the status you can see, it is changing frequently, like every 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. Okay, now you are not using the full refresh, you are using the incremental refresh, let's assume. So what is going to happen is, for example, on 120, it's like for example order number 120, so someone is order like some electronics items, so it is also a new order. Guys, let's this 110 100 and 110 is the previous day records, previous day records. See, this is the previous day record and also it's updated the status. Okay, I am using incremental refresh now. Here today's date to place is order like today I have ordered, so the date will be like 2021/25. Now in the case of incremental refresh, what is going to happen, the earlier records whatever is there 100 and 110, it is not going to change. The only the newly added record number 120 is going to be added into your extract file. Then there won't be any changes here, just it is going to add this 120 record to your extract file. It is not at all going to bother about is there anything updated or not in this record. It is not at all going to bother, just it is going to check for the newly added records and it is going to insert into your existing file, extract file. Then when the customer will see the report, what is going to happen, still it is going to show like new order only. It is, see, we have updated the status from new order to delivered, but when the user will see the report, still it is going to display new order and 24, the latest status, the it is not going to appear for the end user if you'll go for the incremental refresh. So when we will go for the incremental refresh, when we will go for the full refresh means whenever the data in your database table is frequently updating, then we will go for the full refresh. If the data is not updating frequently, okay, just the newly the records is going to add into your existing data, then you can go for the incremental refresh. Okay, now I will show you example how it is going to help. Now guys, here already we have created a full refresh, right? So just what I have did, I went to data source page and I have selected the extract option, and then I clicked on the sheet. Then automatically the extract is created. Means that is a full extract. Okay, that is a full extract. Now I am going to create a extract for incremental refresh. Okay. Now for that, what I am going to do is, guys, I am going to create a one more Tableau file, because to show you the difference, guys. Server side also we can see, but here also you can see. Now what I am going to do is, yeah, this is the already created one. It is a full refresh one. Now I am going to connect to your database. That is the Snowflake database again. Here password again. Okay, so here I am going to drag the student. Now let's see, guys. So we are having 5 records, correct? We are having 5 records. Let's see. Now here, whenever you will click on extract you can create in 2 places, guys. One is at the data source page. You can select the extract option and you can create it. Okay. Here, once you will click on extract, here you can appear you are having edit button. Edit option is enabled. So if you click on edit, it is going to open one window, that is extract window. So now you can see this is the extract data window. Okay. Now here you can see all rows. All rows means it is a full refresh. By default, when if you are not going to select this incremental refresh option, by default it is a full refresh. Okay, see, already we have seen how we can create an extract from here. If you want to create incremental extract from here, what you can do is click on edit and select this option, and you have to give the name, and finally you have to click on OK. Okay, this already we know how to create. Just editing, you can do edit here if you want incremental. Now I will show in another place how we can create an extract. Now I am going to select live connection only. First I'm going to select live connection, then I'm clicking on sheet 1. Here you can see single cylinder means live connection, we know. Now after that, now what I am going to do is, from here I am going to create an extract. Now see, to create an extract, what you have to do is click on this data source, select this data source by right clicking, see right click on the data source, then you can see different options. Now you can see edit data source, refresh, view data, rename, duplicate, close, and extract data. Forget about all these options, I will explain you later, but we are focusing on extracting the data. Here, when you click on extract data, now you can see the same window, whatever we have seen in the data source page, the same option is available here. The same page is, the same window is open here. Now, here we are going to create an incremental refresh, right? Now, I am going to select the incremental refresh. Guys, once you will go for an incremental refresh, how the Tableau is going to identify the new records? On what basis the Tableau is going to identify the new records? See, for example, here, in our case, guys, so in our case, you can see how the Tableau is going to identify the new records here. See, actually, there should be some uniqueness. For example, in this case, let's, sorry,
Student ID.
serial student ID. Okay,
Serial
fine.
number.
Now
Student
here, for
ID.
example,
It will.
I am going to refresh this extract. Okay. Now you are going to get like 5 records, whatever is available. Yeah. Now you can see, for example, if you'll go with the student name, what you are going to get, you are having a duplicate, right? It is not suitable. And for example, if you go to student id 102 103 4 5, means the students ids always is going to be incremental order, right? And in real time rates, generally what we are going to use is we are going to use date fields, date columns. Generally in any real time, whenever as we discuss, right? So for example, if you are having a data, like for example the data new 50 records, right? See this 100 records, initially we are having 100 records. Let's assume it is loaded on 24th December 2021. Now this 50 records is loaded again into your database table. We are discussing like this 50 new records is added. When these records is added, the ETL team actually in the table itself, they are going to have one field, that the field name is last load date. Last load date means now, for example, it is updated, it is loaded in 25th of December, means the ETL team is going to maintain one date field for each load. Each load automatically they are going to generate one date. Means you guys can see like dates is always is going to be incremental order, correct? Dates is always in incremental order. See now today is 25th. Tomorrow are you going to get 23? No, right? It is going to be 26, means dates always
No.
it is going to be in incremental order. See for example, again tomorrow from 500 records is added. Now whenever they are loading the data, right, the ETL team they are going to give date as a 26th. Okay, so this is the way the database, like the ETL developers, when they will load the data, they are going to load the date as well. So in real time, in 99% cases, we are going to use ETL last load date. We are going to use for incremental refresh. Okay, so now in our case, in our example, student ID is the only one option. We don't have a date in our table. And for example, let's assume if you have ETL date, 99%, 99.999 cases we will be having ETL. We should have, but in 0.01% if you don't have, means then you are going to use unique column, that is either student number or like order number or whatever it may be. You are going to use that one. See whatever you are going to use, that order number or whatever it may be, always that should be a incremental order. For example, why I am telling is, for example here this order is like for example 109. For example, let's assume this is a 109. Okay, now as per the last extract it is having 110, it is having 110. Then whenever it is going look for the latest records, it is going to search from 111 triple one. It is not going to search for 109. Means whatever the, it is always going to search for incremental order base. If you are having 109 108, then these records you are, it is not going to get included into your extract file. Always you have to choose the field which is always incrementing. Okay, is it clear guys?
Okay.
I will show you example for this as well. Okay, fine. Now okay, now we have just okay here, right? So now I am going to, I have selected the incremental refresh. Now in our case what we are going to do is we are going to select based on the student ID. Okay, table to refresh, student table, right? And identify new rows using which column. So here you can say only you are going to get only student ID. So name is not the right one to identify. So that's where it is not showing. Only the IDs and date fields it is going to display. Okay. Now I am going to select student ID. Fine. Now we have selected incremental refresh and I am clicking on extract. See, first time I am creating extract, right? So it is going to include all the data whatever is available, means 100 record to 105. So now again it is asking. So now here I am going to keep extract. So something I am changing. Now save it. Now guys, you can see it is going, now the extract has a different time zone from the underlying server. Calculations using today and now or relative date filters will give different results. Okay, this is a common warning. It is a warning, not the error. See what it is telling means, generally we know we are having different functions guys, today and now. In Oracle also we will be having we are having these functions. Actually, uh, for example, let's go here. Select. Okay, so I'm not sure like this is let me, okay, I will show you this example. Okay, so normally guys, so today means what is going to happen is, today means like it is going to bring you system date, today's system date, right? So today's date is 24/12/2021. So this is the date it is going to calculate. For example, why it is showing that generally why it is showing that warning means, okay, let's assume you are working from India and the server is located in US or somewhere. There is a time difference, right, for US and India. And also if you'll see, some countries will be behind India time, or
Yes.
some time zones will be before India time zones, right, ahead. So in that cases, actually the server location time, always it is going to bring server location time. For example, now we have created and we have published the report by using today function. Now the today function, once you will publish the report to Tableau server, okay, based on the server mission time, it is going to take the date. So that is what it telling. If for example today for us it is at 24/12/2021, but if we'll take US, it might be like 23rd, let's say the server is located in US. Now it is going to display 23/12/2021. So that is what it is telling. Okay, so now for example, let me now means like it is going to include timestamp as well guys. Okay, so let's, okay, fine. So yeah, so now select today is the function from dual is dual. Okay, invalid identifier. So today, okay, here I think sys date. Okay, so the functions, right? So it, why it is not, mhm, why it is not displaying dual. Select star from dual means it is going to give one row one column X. Then why it is today function? So Today invalid identifier. At least now. Mhm. Okay, let me connect to Discord. Let's try. Okay, today function is not available or what? Sorry,
Get date.
get date.
Get date. Select get date.
Okay, get hyphen
Get
underscore
get.
jar.
No, get date.
From dual, right?
Brackets. From dual.
Mhm. I'm not sure. Okay, guys, no problem. So actually, right? So today means generally what is the date for today's date as per the system. So that date we are going to get. Now means along with the date you are going to get timestamp. Means what the current time. So that is what this message, this warning. That's it. It is not going to impact anything. So once you will click on OK, or if you do not want to show again, just select this one. Click OK. So you can see it is extract. Extract has been created now. Now again, student ID I am dragging and student name I am using. Now you can see I am having the same records. Okay, but this is a incremental refresh, right? Now I am going to publish this one to server. Just I am clicking sign in. Okay, I am going to log in again. Right. So I am publishing the report. Now here I am going to give like incremental refresh testing. Okay, and I am not going to change anything. So here allow refresh access I am keeping just fine. Publish. So now the report has been published to server. Now here you can see schedule a data refresh. So you already it is showing. So if you want you can schedule it, or what you can do is you can go to here and refresh extracts. Okay, now here you can see both the options is enabled, full refresh, incremental refresh, both were available. Earlier, when we have created the extract without selecting the incremental refresh option, it is disabled. Now we have selected incremental refresh option, so that's where this option is enabled. Guys, now you have selected incremental refresh option, but still you can go with the full refresh. That is up to you. Anyhow, you have selected incremental refresh while creating, but you can refresh the extract either full refresh or incremental refresh. That is up to you again. Okay, now incremental refresh only. So if you want the same way however we have scheduled last time, right, the same way you can schedule it, this incremental refresh. Now I am not going to create a schedule, just we will trigger manually. Okay, now before that I am going to add some data and I am going to delete some data from the existing database. Now here guys, let's see what I am going to do is just I am going to delete 103 record again. Okay, I am going to delete 103 record. Okay, fine, I have deleted one record and I am going to add one more record that is called 106, and I am going to give name as student and I am going to give location as Chennai. Fine, I am going to insert one record. So I have deleted 103 record and I have inserted 106 record, right? So Now how many records is available, guys? 5 records again. So we have removed
Yeah,
one
four.
and we have
One
added
was
one. Now 103 is not available. And also let's see, as I said, always it is going to search for student IDs which is incremental order. Now here we are having 101 from starting. Now I am going to add one more record with 100. Okay, let's see. Now here I am going to name as, okay, and I just the location also I am mentioning same. Just I am going to insert this record. I have inserted, guys. See what all are the changes I have done in the existing table. I have removed one record, existing record. The record ID is 103. And also I have inserted one new record, that is 106. And I have inserted one more record, that is 100. Two records I inserted and one record I deleted. Now you can see here. Now total we are having 6 records. Now what is going to happen in the case of full refresh and in the case of incremental refresh? Full refresh and incremental refresh. Fine. Now this is like extract connection practice. So this is a live connection, right? So this is a live one and this is the incremental one. Incremental refresh testing and extract connection, it is a full refresh. Now what I am going to do is just click on it and refresh extracts now. So full refresh I am clicking, because here incremental refresh is disabled, because this extract whatever the workbook we published, right, with the extract connection practice, here we have created a full refresh extract. So I am clicking full refresh. Fine. Now I am going to click on incremental refresh. Here just refresh extracts now. Now you can see full refresh is also enabled, incremental refresh also is enabled. Now I am going to click incremental refresh. Both the extracts I triggered. Now let's go to site. Okay, already it's open here. Now let's refresh this one. Now you are going to get another 2. So here now you can see this is extract, this is a full refresh and this is an incremental refresh. Both were running. See, once it will success, then we will see the difference. Both were in progress. If it will fail my if for example if it will fail means it is going to show red color, guys. Okay, once we are going to learn server part, right, then we are going to see. Okay guys, now the both the extracts were successfully completed. Now we'll see the data. Now I am going to open this full refresh one. Now I am going to open the full refresh extract report. Now you guys can see 100, 101, 102, 103 is not available, anyhow it's deleted. Now 104, 105, 106, total 6 records. Now let's go to let's go to the another report, incremental one. See here, this is the incremental refresh testing, right? I am opening this report. Let's open. Now how many records is available, guys? 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. So what are the changes we have done? Is all the changes is applying on this? Okay, let me keep one thing just yeah, guys, let's observe this is a full refresh one and this is a incremental refresh one. So let's observe the data. Here we have in the database table, first thing we have deleted one record, that is 103. Here is 103 is still available in the incremental refresh. Here it is not available in full refresh. And also we have added one more record which is like increasing number. So that's where in incremental refresh 106 is identified and it's added. In the case of full refresh also it's added. Now we have added one more record. Guys, can you please go on mute, whoever is not speaking? Yeah. So one more record we have added, which is a least number, means it's not a increasing number, it's a something in between or below number. Now you can see we have added 100 record. See, in full refresh it is added, but in incremental refresh 100 is not showing, because as I said, it is going to search for the numbers which is starting from the last number. Means, like for example, earlier it was 105, now it is going to search in the database from 106. It is not at all going to bother about the records which is having IDs less than 105. It is always going to search for the records greater than 105. So that's where incremental refresh you have to use whenever you are having the date fields. Especially we are going to use date fields, that to ETL date, like last load date. Dates, why we are going to use dates means the dates always will go incremental order only. So that's where we are going to use date fields. Guys, are you guys clear on this incremental refresh and full refresh? Fine.
Yes.
If you have any doubts, please ask me, guys. Don't worry. Okay, I will explain one more time if you want. Right. So now we are clear on the refresh part. Like, we know what is a live connection and what is a extract, means connection types. We can say in Tableau connection types we learned today. Connection types, we are having two types. One is a live and another one is a extract. Live, no need to schedule. In interview, guys, some people will ask, okay, can we schedule the live data source in Tableau? Okay, you have to think what he is asking before answering. So live connections we are not going to schedule. Live connection means always it is going to interact with your database. Extracts, we have to refresh it by creating the schedules. The refresh types, extract refresh types, we are having two extract refresh types. One is a full refresh and another one is a incremental refresh. What is the difference between both? Full refresh means it is going to delete all the data from the current extract file, and it is going to load the data from first record to nth record. And in the case of incremental refresh, whatever the data is available till the last refresh, it is going to keep as it is, and it is going to bring the newly added records from your database to your extract file. Okay, this is the difference between both. Okay, and so we have seen like in real time, like in the server side, like how it is working. Now coming to here, Tableau, guys. So here you can see Tableau desktop, right? In the Tableau desktop, here this is a full refresh and this is an incremental refresh. Guys, from Tableau desktop also you can refresh the extracts. Okay, now you live connection, directly you can right click on the data source, you can click on refresh, then you are going to get the latest data. Now in terms of extracts, what you have to do is, if it is a full extract, so what you can do is you can go to data and refresh all extracts. For example, if you are having multiple data sources which all are extracts, directly if you want to refresh all the extracts at a time, then you can go to data and refresh all extracts. When you will click on it, now you can say refresh all extract. Now if you click on refresh, it is going to connect with the database and it is going to fetch the data. Fine. Or else what you can do is you can right click on it. See here, this refresh means with the live connection. Now you can see this is an extract file. You can see use extract option is there, extract option is there. In the extract option, you are having refresh option. Once you will click on refresh, it is going to get the data from database. Guys, see here, you can see only refresh because it is a full refresh. Now in the case here, let's minimize this one as well. Yeah. Now here, this is a incremental extract. Now you can see here the same thing I have. I'm right clicking on this data source. Let's go to extract. Now you can see refresh, incremental, refresh full. Two options is available. How it is enabled in the server, same way here also you can see. Here if you click on incremental refresh, now you can see here 100 record is not going to come, 103 record is going to display, only 106 it is going to get added here. Now you can see same thing happened. Whatever you have seen in the server, same thing happened. Now here I'm going to click on full refresh. Now you can see what it is telling means whenever you click on the full refresh, now it is displaying one message. What is the message means? The entire content of the extract will be replaced during the extract refresh. If you have modified filters or hidden fields since the last extract was taken, you might have data that will be lost during the extract refresh. What it is telling means, for example, when we are refreshing this extract, all the data is going to be replaced, means it is going to delete and it is going to load the data. If you are opened and if you are having any filter selected, if you have selected something in the filters or whatever it may be, that may not available for some time until to get the latest data. That is what it is telling. Okay, if once you click on yes, it is going to connect with the database and it is going to bring the latest data. Now you can see here it is going to get you are going to get 106, 100 and 103 is deleted. Now here also guys, so if you want to go for full refresh, what you have to do is just right click on it, go to extract and refresh full. Yes, click on yes. Now whatever the data you are having in full refresh, the same you are going to get. See, it is updated. So this is the difference. In desktop level also you can do. Fine. Now let's go back to here the data source page. In the data source page, we have seen live and extract and the refresh option. So here no need to click on refresh. Okay, but here guys you can see we are having after connection we are having filters option. So this filter option I am going to explain you in the later sessions. Okay, filters means we are having different set of filters. So if I will explain here, so it won't give meaningful, it won't give any meaning. Okay, I will explain you in the later sessions. Fine. So in the this is a canvas area, right? In the canvas area, we are going to drag the tables and we are going to select like what is the connection type we are going to select and we are going to create the data source. Fine. Now in the preview area, you can see the different options here. Okay. Here, for example, first one is a preview data source. Means preview data source means whatever the like data you are having, that it is displaying the same columns, whatever the columns in we are having in the table and the data whatever it contains. Now we are having another option here. This is now you can see preview data and here manage metadata. If you click on this manage metadata, what is going to happen is it is going to display only the metadata information. What is the metadata? Metadata is data about your data, means column names here. It is column names. Metadata means column names, means this by using these column names only we are going to identify the data, what data it contains. It is going to tell, the column name is going to tell what data it contains. Now once you will click on this metadata information, now you can say you are going to see the column names, student id, student name, student city, and here you can see table. Okay, table name, what is the table? It is a student table and a remote field name. Sorry guys, what is this mean by remote field name? Guys, this remote field name, it is a very important when you are replacing any data source or you are doing something. For example guys, let me give one example here. I'm going to just sheet 1, I'm clicking on sheet 1. Now here for example, here the customer, the end user, he don't want to see STU ID. he want to see the student roll number or something. Now what I am going to do is just I am going to rename this one. I am going to mention roll number. So this is what he want to see. Now you can see here it is displaying roll number. Okay, and also here student name, you don't want to see the student name, just I am renaming it to just full name. Okay, something. So now you can see guess, so whatever the names I have changed, is it going to reflect in your database? No. Whatever we are doing in Tableau level,
No.
it is
No.
not going to impact your database. Right. Now, for example, I have developed this report. Okay, I have developed this report. Now, for example, I have given like Suresh came into my position. I resigned it in the company and I left. Now Suresh came into my position. Now something like, for example, this is already in live. The report is already in live. So some user reported, hey, there is some data discrepancy in the report. So could you please cross verify whether the data is correct as per the database or not? Now Suresh opened this report. Now he's seen like, okay, here roll number is there, full name. So now what he is going to do is, so he is checking in the database for this column names, full name and roll number. Is it going to be available in database? No, these names is not going to be available because
No.
these names we have renamed in the Tableau level for as per the end user request. Okay, these names only the end users are able to understand with the names. So whatever the database names we are having, those names we are renamed into different names. Now what is going to happen is, now Suresh want to know how he can see the actual fields what we have used. What is the actual field in the database he want to check for roll number and full name. So here in this case, you have the remote field name is going to help you.
We have
Okay.
to go.
The first thing is you can right click on this field and you can click on describe. Now you can see the remote column name is STUID. Okay. And if you go to full name and right click and you can describe it, you can see STU underscore name is the remote column for this field. Okay. Now this is a one case, this is a one way you can check, and you can go to data source. Now you can see what it is displaying. Now you can see field name. The field name, it is Tableau side, whatever we have given the renames, right? That is the this field name, whatever we are saying currently in Tableau. And remote field names is the names what we are having in the database. So this is going to help you to get the remote field names, means database field names, guys. This is you may this right. So when you will start working, right, so this will help you to identify the remote field names. Okay, keep in mind. Fine. So fine, this is all about the metadata information. Now sorting order. So this is sorting order means like, guys, ascending order, descending order, you guys know. Ascending order means like from A to Z. Okay, for example, this is the data. Now A to Z means, for example, you can say, see, the order is going to change. Z to A means this is based on it is working. So now you can see A to Z, yeah, ascending as per the table. So this is just a sorting order, guys. Okay, don't worry about it. So you can keep data source order. And here show aliases. So what is the mean by alias, guys? Anyone? Yeah,
I think
alter name,
Alternate.
nickname, like
for example.
Alternative name.
Yeah, alias is correct, alternative name. So actually in database, generally in database we will be having alternative names. For example, here uh, select star from employee. Okay, just I am going to give E. Okay, so if I will run this table, is it going to run or not? Okay, now I am going to run this one. Now it is running. Now see, the E whatever I have given, this is a alternative name for your table. Employee table, I have given E as a alternative name. And also here column names, employee number, E name, right? So for example, here I am going to select, I am going to fetch only few columns. So here I am going to mention EMP number, as number. So here this is a function, right? So I am going to keep in double quotes. Okay, number, comma, E name. So space, you can give space or you can mention as. So full name. So now you can see I am fetching two records. Now let's see what is going to happen. Just I am running this one. I got the data. So here now you can see employee number, the call, this is a column alias, guys. This is whatever I have done, this is a column alias, and whatever I have given here after from clause, here whatever I have given, it is a table alias. In SQL we are having column alias and also as well as table aliases. Means for column, if you want to rename, you can mention the another name for your field. Means this is a database column. In whatever the report you have extracted, whatever the table you have created, this is the name. Number is the name which you are showing. Okay, and this is a employee name is a E. So when we are learning joins, right, that time you will come to know like what is a table alias, what is the use of it. Okay, fine. Now in Tableau, so this is a table alias and column alias. Now if you go to Tableau, what it means, see here for example, already for example column name means already we have roll number to student number to roll number, we have renamed it, and full student name to full name we have renamed it. Means it is a kind of alias only, right, in Tableau. Okay, now if I will click on show aliases, what is going to happen? So is it going to rename or not? Now let's see. Nothing. Yes sir, please. So now you can say nothing is changed because here the aliases means data member aliases. Here aliases means not the table alias or not the column alias. We are having just rename. If you want to rename the columns, you can rename it. But alias means, for example, here we are having Hyderabad, Bangalore. Okay. Now, for example, the customer want to see instead of Hyderabad, he want to see full name. So, one second, guys. So I'm getting. Sir. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Fine. Hmm. Okay, sir. Bye. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So, sorry. So where we are something. Hmm. Yeah, so here actually the end user want to see instead of HYD he want to see Hyderabad, instead of Bangalore he want to see BANG, instead of BANG he want to see Bangalore. So whatever the renamings we are giving for these data, that is called as a aliases in Tableau level. So data member alias we will call this, right? So whatever you can see 101 Krishna, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Sai 102, these we will call it as a data members. In Tableau terminology, we will call it as a data members. So now how you are going to create alias? For example, now I am going right click on it, sorry, just to create an alias, what you can do is just go here and aliases. Now you can see here, instead of Bangalore, if you want to see Bangalore, you are going to enter. See, this is a member, actual member, and this is a alias name what we are giving, and has alias. See, now it is blank. When you have a alias name, it is going to give star mark. See, Chennai, Hyderabad. So these are the alias names. Now you can see the data is going to display the whatever the alias names we have given. Now if you click on it, see for example, now I am going to uncheck this one. See, now this is going to display the original data whatever we are having in the database. Show aliases means it is going to give the alias names what we have given for this. Okay, this is what this option, guys. See guys, in Tableau, aliases means it's a data member alias, not the column alias, not the table alias. In Oracle, in the back database side, we are having column alias, database alias. Okay, fine. Now show hidden fields, it's not required. Now we are going to learn something what is this option. Okay, it's not required now. And here, number of rows means how many rows it is displaying currently, that is what it is displaying. Okay, by default, right? So if you are having more than 1000 records, by default it is going to display 1000 records here, as it is a preview data, guys. It is just the data you can see, like what kind of information it is having in each column. So to understand purpose, just it is a preview data. Okay, so we here, right? So we are having one more option that is called new union. New union. So this one I will explain like next session. What is the use of new union? Sorry guys, I am not going to explain this option as well because when we are discussing about the joins, that time I will cover this new union option as well. Okay, what is the use of this union option? With the example, I will explain. Okay, fine. We are good as of now. So any doubts, guys? Please feel free to ask. Are you guys able to follow me? Like, yeah. Because right, so if you
Yes,
are
we are
not able
able.
to
Yes,
understand,
yes,
please
we are
let me
able.
know. I'm ready to explain in different ways. Okay. But guys, so each and every time I am telling, so you have to learn